Hey, good morning, guys. Just warming up the car, letting the windows defrost. This might just be a little bit of a rambling video. I don't even know if I'm sure I have something to talk about. I don't know. But, I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. I'm trying not to let myself fall into the trap of becoming too comfortable during this winter. I'm not saying that it's not gonna happen, because it might. Things happen, especially if you're a family man. You might want to take an evening with the kiddo and with the wife. Just put on your pajamas, curl up on the couch. But for the most part, at least when it comes to my health, just movement, exercise, not getting away from that, because in times past, I have definitely gotten off of the program. And I could even tell, especially yesterday when I was doing deliveries, helping out with the deliveries at work, that because I haven't lifted weights in a few weeks, and it definitely shows. I can feel it. I'm not saying I'm sore, but I'm saying, like, it felt like it took extra effort to lift those boxes of meat. So I definitely need to get back on that. Supposed to be getting a shed today for the backyard, so that'll definitely be good. That'll cut down on our storage unit, cut down on the cost, because we will not have a storage unit no more, thank goodness. That'll be a work in progress. Who is that? Oh, I thought that was the missus. Maybe it is. I don't know, I can't tell. It might be. Anyway, she just got through taking our son to school. I don't know. Maybe she's working today. Sometimes she gets called in as a teacher's aide or yard duty, stuff like that. But no, this week I definitely need to, take care of some stuff in the yard. The grass, it doesn't really need to be mowed. It's slow growing. But I think probably raking some leaves and gathering those up and putting them in my compost to help further the cause of good soil. But no, getting ready to go to work. What else was I gonna do? I guess you could say just kind of tie up some loose ends. My sweet potato plant is dead. I've never done sweet potato. I probably should have planted it weeks and weeks prior to the frost. I'm thinking that it's definitely what's killing it off. Just the root system didn't take, or just it should have been planted a lot earlier. I live and learn. We'll try again next year. I'll actually, I didn't even do any research on sweet potatoes. I just started sprouting it in the kitchen. The roots were doing really good. Planted it. It seemed like it held up for maybe 2-3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere. So maybe we'll try next year. I don't know, but definitely have to make different arrangements for the raised garden bed. Since we're getting the storage unit, I have to kind of shift and move things around a little bit. Maybe even just use planters for certain things. Maybe for the tomatoes. I have definitely a lot of big planters that I can use. So I mean, if that's what I have to use, then that's what I'll use. Maybe I'll mix all the soil with the cow manure that I still have. And then I never did plant garlic. I wished I would have planted garlic. Alright guys, I probably better get going. The windows are definitely already starting to be able to where I can see now. A lot of traffic on this street. This is one of the main streets where I live, so I'm always pretty careful. I mean, it doesn't get crazy busy except for obviously early in the morning when everybody's going to school, going to work. That's about the time when it's mainly busy, or when kids are getting out of school. But I definitely try to watch for cars before I get in my vehicle, or if I'm getting out of my vehicle. But alright guys, I just wanted to let you know how I'm doing. My A1C went down from a 9.2 to 8.1, and just within a month's time, since I went back to eating mostly plant-based. For now, I'll probably plant my flag on. Every once in a while, I'm going to have a little bit of fish with my rice. And that might be about it. And then every once in a great while, I might decide to have a little bit of beef or chicken. But few and far and in between. Like I said, mostly my beans, my rice, my greens, my sweet potatoes, stuff like that. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm pretty happy. I'm satisfied. Do I want to see my A1C lower? Of course. Would that be cool if it went from like a 8.1 to a 6.9? That would be awesome. Or even a 7.0. That would be a win. But that's what I'm working toward. And I'm definitely going to take it steady. I'm not going to go full bore this time. It just kind of seems like when I have done that in the past, I end up getting burned out. But will I be consistent? That's my goal. I want to at least be consistent. I want to be consistent, and I want to show up versus, showing up every day, but doing more than what I probably should, or than what's necessary. No reason to kill myself, but there is a reason to at least show up, for at least an hour a day. I mean, I walk all the time at the grocery store, but maybe I should walk a little extra when I get home. I notice I get a lot of benefit out of lifting weights when I do. I get into that cardio. It's easier for me to get into that cardio. So, that might be something that I might look into a little more, is a little more weightlifting, using the kettlebells. That really brings the heart rate up. And, just keep track of the amount of fat, of course, that I eat, because the fat you eat is the fat you wear. So, like today, I had some vegan butter, and like I said, I'm not a vegan. I'm plant-based. Vegan is an idea, Anyway, I had 6 grams of fat that I used on both pieces of toast, which was an ample amount. And let me see, I got a Fig bar, which has 5 grams of fat. Not too bad. Yeah, the sugar 19, carbs 38. But like I said, if you're especially a type 2 diabetic, the less fat you have, the more carbs, whole carbs, or natural carbs you could have. I'm not saying that this is necessarily like a whole carb. I mean, it's definitely processed. But I mean, there's other worse processed stuff you can have. But it's not sugars that cause diabetes. Sugars just happens to be along for the ride. It's the high fat foods that prevents the insulin from doing its job. So therefore the sugar, the glucose, can't get into the muscles. It can't get into the brain efficiently. I'm not a doctor, do the cross-referencing for yourself. Don't take my word for it. So All right, guys, I had better get going. Bye.